Choose freedom, choose adventure, choose leisure.
Hi campers!
Welcome back to the Choose Leisure Motorhome channel.
Yes, it is I, Mark and Dawn, your dedicated handover technicians down here at Choose Leisure Motorhomes in Canterbury, Kent. We've got a lovely pre-loved vehicle behind us. So Dawn, what have we got today?
So today we are going to be having a quick peek at this really lovely 69 plate Auto Trail V-Line 636.
Really nice van. Fiat chassis, 130 brake horsepower, and for 54,995, I think that's a really good price. So
it's a bargain, and it's only on 17,000 miles.
Which is basically nothing. So we're going to have a tour around it now for you.
So here we are on the near side, or passenger side in the United Kingdom. First up, you can see this really nice, long, two-lay canopy.
Yeah.
And this nice strip light above. Yeah. So it gives you plenty of light as you go in.
Nice and bright, actually.
Yeah, nice and bright, nice area to be in. You've got a nice wide electric step. Of course, you've got your habitation door, and then just behind you have your water filler point. So you fill up your fresh tank. You've got your fridge vents just here, and then moving on past the rear wheel, you have an external barbecue point, which is fantastically placed right underneath this canopy.
Yeah, that's good, isn't it? That looks good.
And I'm already there, see, holiday mode with the bangers on the old barbie. Lovely.
Absolutely.
So here we are on the rear of the vehicle then. So you've got these lovely, great big barn doors, and you've got your reversing camera at the top. And if I open up the doors, what's quite nice about this is because these are rear windows, not a rear screen. Okay, they're not heated, but you can actually fully
open the guys up.
Open them up. So you've got more ventilation that comes in.
Absolutely.
And of course you have your blackouts and your fly screens on the rear.
Fantastic. But it gives you that awful lot more light, doesn't it, in the back as well?
It does.
Just during the day as well.
Opens the space right up, which is obviously what you want in a nice panel van.
Yeah.
Just in the back here, so underneath this rear bench seat, you have quite a lot of storage.
That's a nice
yawning winders in there. Some bits and pieces left by the previous owner. But if you've got anything really long or anything like that, so you've got some fishing poles or anything like that, maybe you could slide straight in there. Nice easy access. You haven't got to keep lifting up the bed, which is always quite nice. Underneath this side, you have your little combi boiler.
The old Truma boiler. Fantastic.
Heating and hot water.
Easy access, which I like.
So it's just nice to have that really kind of utilise that space with the back doors open and get some view.
Sitting on those benches and just enjoying the outdoors, fantastic.
So onto the offside then. So on the offside, right at the rear here, you've got an external shower point.
Hot and cold shower as well, Dawn.
Exactly. So the pooches, lovely little Rex, will get a nice warm shower.
Won't be suffering. Doesn't matter how many cold puddles he goes and jumps in, it still doesn't like a cold shower, does it?
But it is really handy if you've got a dog or any muddy boots or anything like that, just to wash off. Moving on down the offside, you have your boiler flue and the old cassette of joy.
The cassette of joy.
Which also runs off your freshwater tank.
Always a pink job.
That feature. Just below you have your grey waste and freshwater drains. So they're both quite close together, nice and easy to get to. Of course, you've got your mains hookup going into there. And it's also got a refillable LPG gas tank.
Extremely handy, isn't it? Long trips abroad.
Well, you're not losing any locker space from a gas locker. It's all underslung, all nice and convenient, refillable, perfect for Europe. And then, of course, you're finishing off with these nice kind of decals and into the driver's side.
It's a really nice finished van, this, isn't it? I do like it.
So if we just have a quick look behind the driver's door, you've got storage underneath the front driver's seat. But what I wanted to show is that you've got your LPG gauge just here. So when the engine's running, you can actually see this light up, and it gives you a good indication of how much LPG gas you've got on board in your 25-litre tank.
Yep, and when I drove the van in, I actually noticed there was a good, just over half a tank of gas in this van already. So fantastic.
Brilliant. So come on then, campers, come inside and have a look-see inside. We open up the door.
And look who's made an appearance.
Hello, Rex.
Rex is back. Licensed to ill.
So as you can see, it's dog friendly.
Yep.
But before we go in, what I quite like to see is you've got a nice little
Oh, yeah.
light just there
That
that
is
comes
nice.
on, which is
Yeah,
touch. And you might notice this bar here. This bar will utilise the fact that you can actually take your internal table out the front dinette and put it out here.
Yeah.
So
Cool.
if you are having a barbie, you can
And you've
actually
got that
have somewhere to put all your food and eat your dinner, which is really nice.
underneath that lovely canopy and that
Exactly.
light. So you've got two lovely bright lights coming outside for you.
Exactly. And then you've got your nice kind of step here, so you can actually take your step in and out.
Easy peasy.
So come on in.
Also, there's an extendable table on the end of the kitchen as well. So you could have the table coming out from the side and then that guy there as well. Crikey, that would be really lots of space, wouldn't it?
Yeah, exactly. So, and if you come in, you'll see in a second just how well equipped the kitchen is. But before we get to the kitchen, what a great space this is. Obviously, we've swiveled the seats already. I can't tell you, normally when you have front-facing travelling seats like this, you kind of get a hump in the middle. Now, okay, these are kind of moulded seats, but they're actually really squishy, so they're really, really comfortable.
Comfy,
I feel
yeah.
like I'm sitting in a sofa. I don't feel like I'm sitting in a car-esque type chair.
Yeah, that's nice. And to be fair, I quite like that material as well. That kind of like biscuity kind of colour.
It's
Sort
really
of comfy
nice.
material. It's quite soft. It's good, and Rex is obviously enjoying the space as well.
And obviously, you can take the table out, which is really easy to do. Just to unlatch it, it lifts off,
Yeah.
and then just
Pop it
how
straight inside.
much that is now going to open up the space.
Yeah.
If I take this table back out
We pop it down there
and we pop it onto this
As a-
external bar,
as a demonstration. Yeah, cool. Look
so
at that.
there's your table, which you can then lock into place, and then just see how much more leg room you get.
Yeah, it's good.
I mean, this is like a sofa in itself. I feel quite relaxed and quite comfortable.
And it can be a bugbear sometimes if you've got a fixed table that you just cannot get out of the way and you're sort of like squeezing past it all the time.
Yeah.
That is a real bonus, isn't it? I like that a
And
lot.
I just like the fact that you can utilise the table inside and outside without having to take an additional table.
I'm going to pan back a bit just to get a better view of that because that just does look. Yeah, that's
Just
super
relaxing,
comfy.
darling, just relaxing. So here we are then in the kitchen. Fancy a cup of tea?
I could murder a cup of tea. Look at that.
Absolutely love that sound, don't you?
Oh, that to me, that just says camping campers. I do like that. And all I want is a nice jam sandwich and a nice cup of tea. Fantastic.
So we have a 3-burner hob, as you can see. You've got one larger ring and 2 smaller rings, which is actually quite nice. You've actually got space on here to put pans. If you've ever been in a vehicle or you've been camping and you're trying to get your eggs on one side and the kettle on the other side, and there's just not enough space to put 2 normal sized pans next to each
that's
other,
generous, isn't it?
that's quite a nice space.
Yeah.
You've got a nice sized sink and
Yeah.
actually somewhere to put your plug and your sponge, which is
Yeah.
quite nice.
That's
the tap obviously swivels
Ideal.
round.
Yeah, yeah.
Just up here, you have the old microwave. So if you
Microwave.
are a batch cooker like myself, and then you want to kind of travel somewhere, you just get it straight out of the fridge, you can chuck it in the microwave and heat something really nice up for dinner.
Nice, easy meals, fantastic.
You also get a good spaced oven. So you've got an
trying to get
oven
that thin,
and
but
a grill in
There we
here.
go. Yeah, great.
So it will actually do both.
Yeah. And again, all appointed in this a fairly small space. And on the
And
end,
this
you've got
small
the, you got-
size galley kitchen.
and you've got the table on the end
And
here,
the
which you
works-
can lift
yeah.
up. There's a bunch of drawers underneath it and a mains plug as well, which is quite handy.
Exactly.
So if you want to put an electric kettle on the end, if you're hooked up.
You could do, or you can maybe a toaster, or
Yeah.
lots of people are taking air fryers with them these days.
Yeah, that's great, isn't it?
And as you come down, just to the left of the cooker, you have your 3-way fridge, which is again a nice size
Really decent
with
size.
a little
Freezer as well. Yeah.
ice cube box,
Yeah.
which you can slide out to give yourself extra fridge space if you're not going to necessarily use the freezer bit.
Who doesn't want ice for the gin and tonics, darling?
Well, yes, but not everyone. Some people might want the extra bottle of prosecco instead.
That's true. Yeah. It gives you the choice, that doesn't it? It's fantastic.
So there is a slight little pinch point here,
Yeah.
but to be honest with you, in a vehicle this side, it's only 2 berth.
Yeah.
The likelihood that 2 of you are going to be in this space.
Passing. Yeah.
I mean, if you're going to be either here, and if you're kind of dishing up dinner or anything like that, you've still got plenty of space to move around. It's only really a pinch if you stood this way, which is only really a walk through in the first
And
place.
to be fair, there's such a small compensation to make for having a touring van that's got its own bathroom and washroom. It's got its own kitchen. It's got wardrobe. It's got a decent sized fridge. And then you still have this lovely dining area up here.
Exactly.
And that sort of dining area come sleeping area at the back, you know.
So exactly. So we're going to have a look at that in a second. But I mean, if you had that as your bed and you left it made up,
yeah.
you still have this lovely
Really nice
space at
space
the
up here,
front
isn't
here
it?
to enjoy.
Yeah. No, it's great. It's yeah. The more you look at this van, the more you see. I love it.
I mean, how great is this? You got those back doors open. Maybe you're overlooking the ocean.
Yeah.
Ah, can you imagine? It's
It's great, isn't
absolutely
it?
wonderful.
Nice
So
size, aren't they? Look at that. That's a decent size.
really sociable size as well. You could easily have 4 people relaxing back here and not feel like you're encroaching on anyone.
Well lit.
Again, well lit. The bed's nice and easy to
make
lift
up.
up to get to the
All that
storage.
storage underneath there. Yeah, slide out, make a nice great big double bed in the back. Which, like you're saying, you could have that sort of open all the time, and then have like the bed fully made up all the time. You've
Exactly.
still got a living area.
And the other thing I like about this vehicle is maybe not for someone my height, because I'm quite tall, but if you were, slightly short, you could actually just pull this one side out and have one
two
side. So if
singles.
you were on your
Yeah.
own, you'd
Yeah,
have
yeah.
one side and you'd probably be able to stretch out a little bit more. And then you've still got access to get into your washroom or to
Thoroughfare
the
down
kitchen.
middle. Yeah. No, it's super, isn't it? Well lit. You know, you've got decent sized windows. There's a TV point. It's really nicely appointed, isn't it? Easy to get to the boiler underneath there as well.
Exactly.
The other thing I like about this van, you've got this really soft kind of leather or leatherette style,
Faux
soft,
leather, yeah.
warm, soft touch.
And it's all on the ceiling as
It's-
well.
yeah,
so
so
it gives
nicely
it soft.
insulated.
It makes it softer, not so echoey. And it makes it more cosy.
Yeah.
Obviously, you've got your roof vents with fly screens
Screens,
and your blackouts at the top here as
Yeah.
well, which is nice. And then you've got 3 generous storage cupboards back here. I mean, if I lift that one up,
How deep? How deep?
Oh, that's half an arm.
Half an arm.
Half an arm right there. So half an arm, 6 cupboards.
Carbon monoxide, fire.
You've even got like a little ledge as well. So if you've got this made up as a bed at night time, you've got somewhere to put your phone, you've got somewhere to put your drinks.
Cup of tea, yeah.
And
there's a nice
inside
size
here,
table in it.
there is a table which slides out and will come into this hole. So in the wardrobe space, so you've got wardrobe space which is pretty much a hole on.
Wow, that's good. That's a nice depth actually.
Fire extinguisher in here as well.
Yeah.
So we have
Pedestal table as well.
pedestal table. Just take that out. Pop that in there
So
like
you can
that.
have a sort of like a little coffee table or the full length
Yeah.
jobby.
I'm just going to slide this out. So you've got a nice square table, well, fairly square. It's quite a generous size, I think. Which will just pop on top of there like that.
Yeah.
And then you've got somewhere to eat your dinner
really
and
good, isn't it?
socialise. Maybe you've got people here and a game of cards and even a few drinks.
That's great, isn't it? Yeah, I do like that. Or if you could even buy a smaller top as well. So if you didn't want that amount of space taken up, it's just 2 of you, and you want an occasional coffee table.
This is really comfortable. It's just the whole thing's really soft and comfortable.
Nice and warm, isn't it? Yeah, lovely. I do like it.
Going into the washroom then. So you've got your shower point just there. Comes down to your toilet and your shower tray. You've got a curtain that comes round to protect all of your toilet and your shelving and things. Just over here you've got a nice little washroom sink, which will actually, if I come in, just fold away like that. And there's actually a lock to one side just to give it an extra bit of stability. And then you have your lovely big mirrors with your cupboards behind for all your toiletries. So nice, well equipped kind of washroom right in the centre of the vehicle. Nice.
So, campers, what a great van, isn't it, Dawn?
Yeah.
I think it's a super little van. Full disclosure, we do like, what vans do we like?
All of them.
We like
sure it's all of them.
Yeah, we do like most vans. But this is a cool little van. For that sort of money, you know, you've got 4 travelling seats, you know, but it's 2 berth, but you can take friends with you if you wanted to. You've got acres of space really for a panel van. You know, this 636 is a slightly longer wheelbase jobby.
You can jump in it and just have an impromptu holiday and have a fantastic time. You've got a proper fully equipped kitchen, which I always love anyway. And the fact that if you were a solo traveller, maybe you haven't got anyone else with you, maybe it's just yourself and Rex. That you can just make up one half of the bed at the back and still have access to the kitchen, into the washroom. I mean, I think that's great. Like I said, if you was two of you and you had it as two singles, you might. If you're quite tall, then I don't think it would work too well. But if if you're, vertically challenged, you might find you're okay.
But if you slept across the van, you know, you've got 6'2".
Oh yeah,
there's about 6'2".
If you're going to make it up into one big bed,
and because it's quite long, you could, if there's a taller guy, you could sort of sleep diagonally, and there'd still be enough room for two people sleeping sort of diagonally.
I was just thinking figuratively, if you was going to have it two singles rather than one large bed.
No, I think that works perfectly.
I do like that versatility about that.
Yeah. I also like the light in here. I like the way they've just finished these cupboards. Instead of having that sort of dark wood panelling everywhere, it brightens it up with this kind of nice cream and sort of cappuccino kind of colour on the panels here. And it's got a Truma combination boiler, which I really like. They work superbly, don't they?
They do indeed. If you actually click into one of our shorts, you'll see that how we managed to cope yesterday when we went to film this, and there happened to be a power cut.
A power cut. Yeah,
we were lovely and toasty, weren't we?
It was lovely and warm in here, and we had a cup of tea on the go, didn't we? It was fantastic. And we were camping at Choose Leisure. It was fantastic. Yeah,
exactly.
But lots of light, electric lights, 12-volt lights, and natural light. Good size. These are that kind of sculptured dinette seat as well is really comfy.
It's really comfy.
Furnishings are really nice and soft. And again, like we were saying about this soft kind of leather touch, warm panelling. It's just a really super van.
I like the fact that it's quite straightforward. The bed's really easy to make up. That's always a tick box for me. Bed's easy to make up, fully equipped kitchen. The control panels are nice and easy to use. Of course, the Truma panel does get a few people flummoxed to start with, but again, you can click through to our other content and see a tutorial on that. So if you ever do get stuck on that, we've always got content to help you out. But I also like the fact that you've got a reversing camera mirror mounted. That's quite a nice thing as well, because you're already kind of
looking there anyway.
You're already kind of in that zone where when you're driving, you're looking in your rear view mirror when you're going backwards anyway. So it's already in your viewpoint.
Instinctive, isn't it? Yeah, it's good.
Exactly. And I like anything that's kind of simplistic and easy to use, and you can get straight out there and do it. It's got to be a win.
Genius lies, isn't it? In that kind of simplicity. No, we love it. We are a main dealer for lots of different dealers down here.
Maybe the Ultra Trail panel van's not quite for you, but do again click through to our other content and have a quick look and see what other vans we've and click through.
Like this van, if you particularly like this van that we've shown you, which we do like a lot, just follow the link below.
Click the link in the description box and you'll go straight to the details for this vehicle if it's still available, which will take you through to the Choose Leisure website. You can then make an inquiry, you can chat to one of the guys, and see on our website all the other kind of pre-loved or new vehicles that we've got in stock that might just work for you better.
Main dealers, you get main backing. You've got that sense of safety with being a main dealer as well.
Exactly. We've got all our own workshops. Everything is checked thoroughly before it goes out, and the guys really look after you. So yeah.
Well, we thoroughly like this van. We hope you've liked the van. Do like and subscribe.
Absolutely. Click the link and like and subscribe. And do let us know in the comments if you'd like to see more content like this.
And until next time,
carry on camping.